Omaha's mayor says she urged her husband numerous times to see a counselor over the past year to talk to someone about the anxiety and depression he felt in dealing with the COVID crisis. It became a personal crisis that ended with the trauma surgeon's life close to 3 weeks ago. Tonight, a very candid talk with Mayor Jean Stothert about life, loss, and seeking help when you're hurting.
I noticed this change in him. I noticed the sleeplessness. I noticed the exhaustion. I noticed agitation.
Mayor Jean Stothert says she saw her husband of 41 years transform over the past year.
Care for a trauma patient.
The well-known trauma and critical care surgeon working harder than ever at age 72, concerned about keeping his job as he aged.
He loved doing it, and he did not want to stop doing it. That was one of the things that was really bothering him. He kept on telling me, I'm the old guy, so I got to work twice as hard.
With few hobbies and not interested in retiring, she said he told her the uncertainty of the pandemic had him on edge.
He would say, it's COVID. I'm so concerned about my patients, and I'm so concerned about, that the patients would have enough physicians and nurses to take care of them. He had lost 35 pounds in the last year.
The mayor says it was out of character for Dr. Joe Stothert, a happy and laid-back person.
I noticed he started drinking more at home in the evening, only if he wasn't working.
She says the family urged him to reach out for help.
And I said many times to him, I think you need to get some help, and you need to talk to somebody. And he would come back with this, that you read, typical textbook, that no, I can't do that. It's a stigma if I ask for help. I spend my life caring for people and saving people. I don't want anybody to know I need help. And he wouldn't do it.
The night before he died, state troopers cited Joe Stothert for drunk driving west of Omaha. He left home as the mayor slept. The next afternoon, March 5th.
It was the worst day of my life. And we walked into the kitchen and there was a note. And the note was brief, but it said, I am failing fast. This is the best thing.
The mayor says Joe left a second note on his desk at work, which she described as a love letter to her, her 2 grown children, and 4 grandchildren.
He told me how much he loved me. And he told me how much he loved the kids. And he told me to take care of my dogs because he loved my dogs.
The mayor has questions.
So, did the DUI push him over the edge? I don't know, and I never will.
What she says she knows clearly is grief, but also that she must push forward.
And I went to my doctor Monday, and I said, I need some help. And I wanted to show my kids that that's okay. And, he suggested that I do go to counseling.
Wishing it wasn't such a struggle for overwhelmed healthcare workers to do the same.
He's down. He was so down. I wish we could have gotten him the help he needed.
And the mayor says she has received thousands of letters of cards of support, and she says those are helping her to heal. We're sharing more of her interview online right now. It's at KETV.com.
Doctors actually have the highest suicide rate of any profession. It's twice that of the general population. Now, if you're a healthcare worker or anyone who is struggling, start with your family doctor. Tell them what's going on. And you can always call the national hotline 24/7. That number, 1-800-273-8255.